Good morning, children. This is A. Manoj Kumar, working in Oxford High School, Pugunturu. Welcome to social class. We have been discussing about Europe. Last session, I explained you about seasons in Europe. How many seasons they have? Yes, 4 seasons. What are they? Winter, then spring, then summer, then autumn. Okay, na? So winter, spring, summer, autumn. When agricultural operations start? Yes, springtime agricultural operations about to start. In summertime, so totally they are involved in agricultural activities. So that is a different matter. First of all, in this session, I will explain you land and agriculture in Europe. First, in the map, I will explain you. Afterwards, then I will use the boat. Okay, na? So for every country, prospective agriculture is very important. In India, prospective agriculture is important or not? Okay, na? So we are depending on, especially we are depending on rice. So that so paddy is a very important crop for us. Okay. Suppose if you go Europe, then European plains and river plains very favorable for agricultural operations. Okay, so if you see the plains of Europe, these plains, then river plains very important for agricultural operations, isn't it or not? So why these plains are very fertile? I am stressing the fertile. If you go anywhere, see the plains in Europe, all are very fertile because now and then continuously showers are taking place. That means so now and then rains are falling. Snow, okay, slow. That means steady rains. That to be sprinkle. Okay, that to be what we can say. There's a drizzlings are taking place in Europe. So last session I told you, I stressed you, there is no need for irrigation European countries because now and then they are receiving the rains. So all plains, okay, very fertile in Europe. But if you see the European countries, most of the countries are surrounded by the mountains. So only some area is possible for cultivation. Some area. For example, if you see this England, 30% land is favorable for agriculture. Where? In England. So this is Norway, this is Sweden, this is Finland. Norway, Sweden, Finland. Sorry, this one is Finland. In Norway, only 3% of land favorable for agriculture. Remaining 97% land is not at all favorable for agriculture. Why, sir? What is the reason? See, this is northern European country. This is north part of Europe. This is east part of Europe. This is west part of Europe. This is south part of Europe. Isn't it or not? So, north part of Europe always covered by the snow. Isn't it or not? Northern European countries, here every time snow is falling instead of rains. So, that land covered by snow. If a land is covered by snow, is it possible to do the agricultural activities or any kind of operations, agricultural operations? No, not at all possible. Isn't it or not? So that only in Norway, 3% of land favorable for agriculture. Then this is Germany. In Germany, 40% of land is available for cultivation. But if you come to India, nearly 55% of land favorable for supporting for agricultural activities. Okay, na? Just now I mentioned you, European plains are very fertile plains. Okay, na? Then that to be they have only few amount of land to do the agricultural operations. Norway 3%, England 30%, Germany 40%. If you come to India, we have 50% of land supporting agricultural activities. Isn't it or not? Then, if you see Dutch, this is France, this is Belgium, this is Netherlands. Netherlands also called as Dutch. They also have very little land to do the cultivation. So that what they will do, near the sea they will construct the embankments, okay na, dikes. So by using that, so they are doing the cultivation. Those lands are called as polders. Okay na. So in Dutch their agricultural lands are called as polders. How they are doing agriculture? Especially in the sea area, they are constructing the embankments. That means they are pushing the sea water and constructing the embankments. In that place they are doing the agriculture, because they have very less land. That to be these Dutch lands, Netherlands, lowland called as lowlands. Okay na. Such a way they are doing agricultural operations. Okay na. So up to now what did you learn? Yes, they have plains. Okay, they have riverine plains. These plains and riverine plains, fertile lands favorable for any kind of agricultural operations. Only European countries have less land to do the agriculture, because most of the European countries surrounded by the mountains. Okay na. That also I explained you. If you see Eastern Europe or Northern Europe, here agricultural operations are very less. That means only they are able to do the agriculture in, they are able to grow only one crop. Which countries? Eastern European countries and Northern European countries. In our country we are doing, okay, we are growing two or more crops, multiple cropping we are doing. Especially eastern part of Europe, northern part of Europe, for them multiple cropping, that not multiple cropping. So two crops for them not possible to grow, two crops not possible, because only, okay na, springtime they are doing the agricultural operations. Why springtime? Then so snow is okay, melting. After spring, then summer will come. By that time only they are growing only one crop. But southern European countries like Portugal, Spain, southern France and Italy, these countries, Mediterranean countries, these Mediterranean countries are doing two crops, growing two crops. Sir, what is two crops, sir? What is one crop, sir? We didn't understand clearly, sir. I will say you. We have Rabi crop. In winter, we are growing Rabi crop. Okay, na? In rainy season, we are growing Kharif. Kharif is nothing but paddy. Okay, na? Then one season we are growing one crop, another season we are growing another crop. But especially Eastern Europe, Northern Europe, for them only one season, that to be summer season, they are growing single crop. Remaining season for them not possible to do the continue the agricultural operations, because this area is covered by snow. Understood? I think so. Everybody clear? Okay, now just now I mentioned you Portugal, Spain, southern France and Italy. These countries are surrounded by Mediterranean Sea. Okay, now this Mediterranean countries are very famous for growing fruits. Okay, now these countries making wines by using the grapes. They are sending these grape wine to various countries. Such a way they are getting proper amount of foreign currency. Isn't it or not? So here weather conditions are different, climatic conditions are different. Here Eastern Europe, Northern Europe, climatic conditions are different. Western Europe, climatic conditions are different. Okay, na? Southern Europe, climatic conditions are different. So if you see Europe, they are growing, okay, oats, then wheat, okay, such a crops they are growing. Especially if you take wheat, Russia, Poland, Ukraine, okay, then Greece, Italy, these countries extensively growing wheat. Okay, na? So they eat oats, wheat, okay na, then beet, potatoes, these kind of crops they will grow. Especially which country is growing wheat? Russia, Ukraine, Poland, then Italy, then Greece. These countries extensively growing wheat. I think understood everybody. So if you see this map properly, then you can easily understand the subject. So I will go by the board now. See, land and agriculture. European plains and river valleys are very fertile. I mentioned you. Okay, na? These European plains and river plains or river valleys, both are same. River valleys are very fertile. So it rains here all through the year, and the rivers too do not dry up in the any season. Rains are falling. Is it possible to dry the rivers? No. But if you see, we have in our country we have perennial rivers and then peninsular rivers. These peninsular rivers will dry up. These peninsular rivers, depending upon rains, whenever continuously rainy season rains falls, by that time only these peninsular rivers flow in India. Okay na? Then perennial rivers, that is so another perspective. Then here see, but in Europe all the rivers flowing all through the year, because always in Europe rains are falling. That is the first statement. A large part of Europe is mountainous, I explained you, and not suitable for agriculture. If mountains are surrounded an area, is it possible to do any kind of agricultural operations? No. Suppose if you go Western Ghats, then Aravalli ranges or Himalayan ranges, is it possible to do the agricultural activities? No. Like that, in most of the Europe, not possible to do the agriculture because these areas surrounded by mountains. For example, only 3% of land of Norway is available for cultivation. I showed you in the map. 30% of England is cultivable. 40% in Germany is cultivable land. In India, 55% of land is cultivable. There is acute shortage of land in Holland. Holland means Netherlands. Netherlands, Holland, Dutch. So same names. This country having the same names. So the people of Holland, the Dutch people, have reclaimed small portion of land from the sea by building embankments called dikes. These embankments are called as dikes. Remember, to push back the sea, the land is reclaimed is called polders. Where they are doing the agriculture, polders. Technically, that land is called as polders. Understood? So that also I explained you. The eastern and the northern Europe, I showed you in the map. It is not possible to do the cultivation in winter as snow covers it for almost 6 months. That also I explained you. The snow begins to melt only in spring. That one also I explained you. It is possible to raise only one crop in a year. I also stressed that point. In these parts of the world, in southern Europe, it is possible to raise 2 crops a year. That also I raised that one. Wheat is the main crop of European plains. It is grown extensively in France, Germany, Russia, Ukraine, Poland, Italy, Greece. That also I explained you. Then fruit cultivation is prominent in southern Europe. Then grapes are used for making wine. Mediterranean countries like Portugal, Spain, Italy and southern France famous for their wines. That also I explained you. Barley, oats, rye, sugar beet, potato, etc. are also important crops of Europe. Okay, na? Once again I am stressing these important crops of Europe. Barley, oats, rice, sugar beet, potato. Sugar is manufactured from beet in Russia, Ukraine and Germany. Okay, na? Sugar is manufactured from beet in Russia, Ukraine and Germany. Okay, na? Understood? So this is all about land and agricultural activities taking place in Europe. If you go by the map, you are able to understand very clearly. That's why I am saying you, I am stressing you, open your textbook. In your textbook, in Europe lesson, maps given, Europe map given. Open the Europe map, see where the countries, European countries are located. So clearly you identify the countries of Europe. So this is Europe map. This is same Europe map given in your textbook. Okay now. So go by these countries and identify where France is located, where England is located, where Spain is located, where Portugal is located, where Spain is located, where Greece is located. So each and everything keenly observe and see the content. If you match the content with this map, you can understand very easily the subject. So that map pointing is very very important. Okay na? Once again you go by the map, then afterwards see the content. Thank you very much.